Hello student, welcome to our YouTube online channel. Yesterday we have seen about the modern periodic table, in which we have already understood what is group, what are periods, and we will move further about the group and periods. Also we will understand what group the number of group represents and what number of period represents. Okay, so we will start from the group. So yesterday we have seen the general block diagram of modern periodic table. Okay, so we are going to draw the block diagram of modern periodic table. So our modern periodic table looks like this. Okay, so and at the bottom we have two series. One is lengthenoid series and another is actinoid series. Okay, so this is the first group, then we have second group, here we have third, then third to 12th, then we have 13, here we have 17, and here we have 18. So these are the groups, and we have number of periods 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th, 6th and 7th, and we have 7 periods in our modern periodic table. See, the number of periods represents the number of shell present in an atom. Suppose we have first element here hydrogen. After hydrogen we have lithium. Here we have sodium and potassium and so on. So if we will look on hydrogen have only one electron, that means it contains only one shell. If we will look for the lithium, this is in the case of hydrogen. If we will look in the case of lithium, we have the nucleus, and lithium have 3 electrons. 3 electrons means it will require 2 shells. It requires 2 shells. See, hydrogen we have 1 electron, so its electronic configuration is 1. Its electronic configuration is 1 only. But in case of lithium have 3 electrons, that means it has electronic configuration 2 and 1. In case of sodium have 11 electron in its shell. Okay, so the first shell contain 2 electron, second shell contain 8 electron, and last shell will contain only 1 electron. That means sodium have 3 shells, that is 3 shell, lithium have 2 and hydrogen have 1. If we will move down to potassium, it has 19 electron, so its electronic configuration is 2, then 8, then 8 and 1. So its electronic configuration is 2, 8, 8 and 1. Sodium have electronic configuration 2, 8, 1. Potassium have electronic configuration 2, 8, 8 and 1. So जैसे जैसे हम ऊपर से नीचे आ रहा है, that is the top of the modern periodic table, and this is the bottom of modern periodic table. So when we move down from the top to bottom, each time new cells are added. See, if we will look on lithium present in second period and it contain only 2 shell. Hydrogen present in first period and it has 1 shell. So the number of group represents the number of shell present in an atom. What? The number of period represents the number of shell present in an atom. So this is all about period. So what will be our first point, today's first point? The number of period represents the number of shell present in an atom. It is very important, guys. You have to remember that the number of period, that is the elements of the 7th period, will contain 7 cells. Elements of 6th period will contain 6 different cells, and the elements of 5th period will contain 5 shells. Okay, so likewise you can understand the number of shell or present according to the number of period. Okay, so number of period, what it represents? It represents the number of shell present in an atom. Okay, so this is all about period. So now what the number of group represents? So we have to understand about the group also. So this is for the period. Now for groups, so we know this is the period and this is group. See, elements of group 1, if we will understand the element of group 1, just we have seen that hydrogen contain 1 electron in its outermost shell, helium contain again 1 electron. See, we have to write the electronic configuration. Hydrogen have atomic number 1, that means its cell contain only 1 electron. Lithium have atomic number 3, so it will have electronic configuration 2 and 1. Then sodium have electronic configuration 11. Here we have sodium, so its electronic configuration is 2, 8 and 1. Then potassium have atomic number 19, that means it has 19 electron, so its electronic configuration is 2, 8, 8 and 1. So if we will look about outermost shell, it contains 1 electron. Then lithium also contains 1 electron in its outermost shell, sodium also contains 1 electron in its outermost shell, and potassium also contains 1 electron in its outermost shell. So we are seeing that every elements of the group 1 contain 1 electron in their outermost shell. Now we will look example of elements of group 17. So in group 17, first element in group 17 we have fluorine. So fluorine contain 9 electron, so its electronic configuration is 2 and 7. 2 and 7 is 9. After fluorine we have chlorine, and chlorine have electronic number 17. So its electronic configuration will be 2, 8 and 7. Then we will look after fluorine, chlorine and then bromine. So bromine have electronic number 35. So its electronic configuration will be 2, 8, 18 and 7. See, every element contains 7 electron in their outermost shell. They contain 7 electron in their outermost shell. So if we will look on the 17 group, just look on the unit place digit. The unit place digit is 7. That means all the elements of group 17 will contain 7 electron in their outermost shell. Okay, so the number of group represents the number of electron present in their outermost shell. See here, elements of group 1 will contain 1 electron in their outermost shell. Element of group 2 will contain 2 electron in their outermost shell की बात कर रहे हैं ना, वैलेंस शेल की बात कर रहे हैं. अगर हम बात कर रहे हैं थर्ड ग्रुप के एलिमेंट, देन इनके आउटर मोस्ट शेल में 3 इलेक्ट्रॉन प्रेजेंट रहेंगे. लाइकवाइज इफ यू लुक ऑन एलिमेंट्स ऑफ ग्रुप 13, सो 13 में जो यूनिट प्लेस डिजिट है इट इज 3. दैट मीन्स ऑल द एलिमेंट्स ऑफ ग्रुप 13 विल ऑल्सो कंटेन 3 electron in their outermost shell. So likewise we can say the number of group will represent the number of electrons present in their outermost shell. Okay, so the second point is we can derive from here. So the second point will be the number of the number of group. The number of group. Here we have seen the number of period. Here number of group. So number of group represents the number of electrons present in their outermost shell. Their outermost shell is also called as valence shell. So we can write in bracket valence shell. Valence shell. Okay, so you have to remember these two important points about the group and period. So yesterday we have already studied about the features of groups as well as period. Now we have already understood that what is the number of group and period represents. Now we will look more features about modern periodic table. Yesterday we have already seen about the S block element, P block element, D block element and F block element. Okay, we have already seen about the number of why the S, P, D and F are called as SPDF elements, है ना. हमने अभी तक ये पढ़ चुका है कि S block element क्यों कह रहे हैं, why elements of group 13 to 18 except helium को छोड़कर are called as P block element. Okay, D block and F block we already understood. So now we will understand about the next part of our features of modern periodic table. So if you want to write this, you can write or take a screenshot from your mobile. So now we will understand the types of element. Types of element means हम मेटल, नॉन मेटल और मेटलॉइड की बात नहीं कर रहे हैं. हम बात कर रहे हैं ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ नंबर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन प्रेजेंट और देयर आउटरमोस्ट शेल इज इनकम्प्लीटली फिल्ड और completely filled. Okay, on that basis we have 4 types of elements. Normal elements, so we have to write types of element. Types of element on the basis of number of incomplete shell present in an atom. Okay, so on that basis we had to look on the types of element. Okay, so first type we have zero group element. So zero group element. The zero group elements are also called as noble element. Noble elements. Okay, so if we will look on the elements of group 18, so here we have helium, then we have neon, then we have argon, then krypton, then xenon, radon and UUO. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth and seventh. We have 7 elements in group 18. So अगर हम बात कर रहे हैं after helium, because helium contain only 2 electron, so its electronic configuration will be 2. Neon contain 10 electron in its outermost shell, so its electronic configuration will be 2 and 8. About argon contain 18 electron in its shell, so its electronic configuration is 2, 8 and 8. So if you look the outer electronic configuration of noble elements, they contain 8 electron in their outermost shell. And octet rule we have already understood. What is octet rule? The octet rule states that every element must have 8 electron in their outermost shell. Then we will consider that they are noble element or stable element. To acquire stability, what is the octet rule? It says the element must contain 8 electron in their outermost shell in order to acquire stability. So the elements of group 18, they contain 8 electron in their outermost shell. That means we can say they are stable. Stable का मतलब वो नोबल होंगे, वो केमिकल रिएक्शन में पार्टिसिपेट नहीं करेंगे. अगर हम एक्सट्रीम कंडीशन ऑफ टेम्परेचर एंड प्रेशर प्रोवाइड करेंगे देन दे आर गोइंग टू रिएक्ट, अदरवाइज they are non-reactive elements. That's why they are called as zero group element. So the zero group element contain 8 electron in their outermost shell. So उनकी outermost shell कैसी है? Completely filled with electron. Means they are not going to lose or gain or share electron with other elements. Okay, so we can say zero group elements are their valence shell, or you can write outermost shell also, because valence shell is also called as outermost shell. So their valence shell is completely filled with electrons. So elements of group 18 are called as zero group elements or noble elements because their outermost shell is completely filled with electrons. That means these elements are noble element. Noble, or you can say zero group element. Okay. Now the second type is normal element. Normal elements. So the elements of group 1 and 2 and from 13 to 17 are called as normal element. Normal elements. See, from which elements? Elements of group 1, 2 and from 13 to 17 are called as normal element. Why normal element? Because their only one outermost shell is incompletely filled with electron. यानी उनके outermost एक ही shell कैसी है? Incompletely filled है electron से. That's why they are called as normal element. अगर हम बात करें हाइड्रोजन की, लिथियम की, सोडियम की, सो उनकी आउटर मोस्ट शेल जो एक है वो कैसी है? इनकम्प्लीटली है. दैट्स वाई ये भी क्या होंगे? हमारे नॉर्मल एलिमेंट होंगे. ओके, सो यहाँ के जितने भी एलिमेंट्स आएंगे उनकी एक ही आउटर मोस्ट शेल क्या होगी? इनकम्प्लीट होगी इलेक्ट्रॉन से. दैट्स वाई दे आर कॉल्ड एज नॉर्मल एलिमेंट. सो व्हाट आर नॉर्मल एलिमेंट? So normal elements are the element of modern periodic table. There only one outermost shell is incompletely filled with electron. So here we have to write their one outermost shell, or you can write valence shell also. One outermost shell is incompletely filled with electron. With electrons are called as normal element. So here we had to write about noble element only elements of group 18. Group 18. Here group 18. In normal element we have element from group 1, 2 and 13 to 17. Okay, you have to remember elements of group 1, 2 and 13 to 17 are normal element. Okay, so now the third type. The third type is transition element. Transition elements. So elements of group 3 to 12, that means all the elements of group D or as D block element are called as transition elements because their outermost two cells are incompletely filled with electron. So we have to write elements of ग्रुप 3 to 12, 3 से लेकर 12 तक, है ना. दैट मीन्स वी हैव टू राइट डी ब्लॉक एलिमेंट, ऑल डी ब्लॉक एलिमेंट. The elements of group 3 to 12 are called as transition element. Why transition elements? Because their two outermost shell are incompletely filled with electron. So we have to write because they have two outermost shell incompletely filled with electrons. Okay, so this is the third type. What is third type? Transition elements. What are transition elements? The elements which have two outermost shell are incompletely filled with electron, and the elements of group 3 to 12, that means all the elements of D block elements are called as transition element. Now we have last but not the least, that is the inner transition element, the fourth type. I am writing over here. The fourth type is inner transition element. So what are inner transition elements? The elements of F block elements. See, all the element, or we can say the element at the bottom of modern periodic table are called as F block element because their outermost three cells are incompletely filled with electrons. So in elements, the electrons are getting filled in n-1 d subshell. Okay, n-1 d subshell, where n is the outermost shell. So here in inner transition elements, electrons are progressively filled in n-2 f subshell. That means S subshell, D subshell and F subshell are incompletely filled with electron. That means we can say, what are inner transition elements? Elements at the bottom of modern periodic table, that is F block element. F block elements are called as inner transition element. Inner transition element, because their three outermost shell is or incompletely filled with electron. So on the basis of number of incomplete cell present in an atom, we have four types of elements. First is the zero group elements, that means they do not have any incomplete shell. They are elements of group 18. Then we have normal elements, their one outermost shell is incompletely filled with electron. Then we have transition elements, they have two incomplete electron, that is two incomplete outermost shell are filled with electron. And last but not the least, we have inner transition elements. So the elements of F block, that is all the elements at the bottom of modern periodic table, that means we are talking about the lanthanoid and actinoids elements. So they are called as inner transition element because their outermost three cells are incompletely filled with electron. So this is all about the features of modern periodic table and their elements. So आज के लिए इतना ही. अगर आपको लिखना है so you can write or you can take a screenshot. So these points are very important that you have to remember and keep repeating and watching the video. If you are not getting it, then repeat it, okay? And also read from your textbook because your textbook contain all the elements but they are in the form of theory. Here we have derived all the points individually, okay? So this is very important part of your modern periodic table. So आज के लिए इतना ही, मिलते हैं next video में.